some students knows it my style, so don't worry about that class. I know your situation. So everybody is F1 students, and also very careful for your keep your status. So if you have any question or problem, let me know it, or to the office, Mr. Peter Kim. We knows it about at least 20 years, so don't worry about that. Also, let me introduce my case. This is cotton for some small kind. My name is usually I have no English name anyway. You ask me Dr. Lee or Professor Lee, that's okay. So originally my major is business management, especially the decision making and some statistics approach for decision making, and the risk management, consultative management is my main major. So what is this quarter we will review the principle of ministry. You don't have the syllabus? Okay, one thing. So you have at least 2 or 3 classes every quarter. At this time, you have to keep at least the syllabus. Okay, this is evidence you attended the class. Okay, so later if you have any question or problem for USCIS or any school recording, you will have to keep at least any kind of document every quarter. The schools, if you're asking for school for any kind of document, they will be charged for some $50 or $10. Okay? So every quarter you have to keep at least syllabus. Okay? Syllabus is something like the evidence for you attending the class. Okay? The syllabus shows to everything in there. The first class, which subject, second, which subject, and just briefly I reviewed so first mission statement, purpose statement, the learning objectives. Number 1, 2, 3 is for school related things. Okay. But number 4 is course description. Is this quarter we will review or study principle of ministry leadership. This course description. Okay. And next page. So the learning object means is we will study this subject for description, and then after that, end of this course, and then you can do it, define ministry leadership, what is that, what is like that. This is outcome, learning object. And textbook shows to the textbook. You don't need to buy this book. As you know, very expensive the textbook, hard copy, that is 200. And the important thing is the course outline. Number 7 is first, this school is quarter system, as you know, so 10-week program. And some schools is confusing that the quarter system is 10-week program. 10 weeks program, and in reference to know this semester system, and sometimes we say the trimester. You know, you better use this word, trimester. So this one is 16 weeks program. Why trimester? It's a spring session and summer and winter. No, I'm sorry. Winter session and fall and winter. This quarter system is winter, spring, summer, fall. Now we're starting here. So 1, 2, 3, and no class. Well, some schools is continuous that, but I don't know. So 30 weeks per year. This is one academic year. Now I have to say this one for you guys. If I have a chance, anytime you will meet some authorized officer or schools or some very serious USCIS officers, something like that. That's why you have to know the basic concept, the American University or college system. Okay, so winter, spring, summer, and no class. That's why 10 is totally 30 weeks per year. And one quarter, any starting first year or first year, anything, it doesn't matter. This quarter we say leave of absence, LOA. It's not break, okay? It's not vacation. Vacation is for 10 to 10 to 2, 3, 10 weeks to between 10 or something like that. So 2 weeks we said course break, okay? No vacation, so course break. Between the course we have 2 or 3 quarter break time, okay? So course break we say. And this quarter you don't have the class because we are already 30 weeks per year, and then one quarter is leave of absence. So LOA. So during this time you don't have to register, and you don't need to the class something. But this is basic quarter system program. But one thing is problem. Some schools or some syllabus said this schools 1 to 10 have be careful to see that first, second, third, fourth, fifth. See that there's a midterm exam. What's the meaning of midterm exam is 2 options. Depends on the teacher or professor. So some teachers need a midterm or not or pass. This depends on the professor. And 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks, 10 weeks also say the final exam. Final exam is mandatory. But point is that some schools 11th week they have some final exam. It means 10 weeks class. But 11th weeks you have to come into school and then just the exam. It means your class is a 4 unit. First page we say the class hour, period, email, office hour, and classroom, and next bracket says it's credit unit 4 unit. 4 unit. So 4 unit means 4 hours. No, you know what I'm saying? So 10 weeks, the 4 hour sit in the classroom is mandatory. And 11 weeks, no need that the 4 hours. 1 hour, 2 hours, 20 minutes, what doesn't matter, because it depends on the syllabus. Okay. So some schools is 11-week program. It means it's a little bit confusing for students, but it's basically 10 weeks, 4 hour classroom plus 30-minute test hour, or something like that. This is regular. So if something officers ask you how long take the class, 10th week, you say this. Oh, our class, this subject is a 4-unit program, and we have a 4-hour class. Plus last 10th week we are 30-minute final exam time or something like that. You have to answer this like that. Okay, so some schools 11 class, 11 weeks program. This basic concept for American university system. And the other one is semester. Semester is 16 weeks. Oh, sorry. 32. 32 weeks. Oh my God. That's very poor. This 32 weeks program per year. 32 means, semester means it's 2 times. Trimester is 3 times. Okay? So semester schools is 16 plus 16 weeks program. So this is, we normally say spring semester. This is fall semester. Okay? Something. And between the two semester, we have 2 short program. This is for summer session, winter session is 8 weeks program. But for example, in semester 2 unit, subject is 2 hours, correct? But it's an 8 weeks program in the trimester school, winter or summer session is 8 weeks program. It means 2 unit, 2 hours, 2 unit equals 2 hours, but 8 weeks. It means times 2 times. So totally 4 hours program. So why we are open to the semester, trimester? Some students want to graduate or quickly complete. This is trimester. Most school adapted this UCLA. UCLA this school, UC series this school. This is for Cal-State series. This one UC series is quarter system. So it's a little bit mingled. Then later in the California school system, it's later with the chance I let me introduce that. Anyway, the trimester school is 32 weeks, but the summer session or winter session is optional. Optional. Okay. Any questions about this one? Okay, come back to our class. This is for this quarter we are review the principles of ministry leadership. You know the pastor leadership, church leadership. But I don't know this subject, but I know only this area. Leadership we know that. Leadership is a very important subject or theme in the business part. So. That's why I consist the course outline this quarter. I know your situation in me is you don't have any focus there. Just you are college level. So I mean is there you have to know at least basic concept or knowledge or some very slightly general education subject means it's general idea, or general thinking, or general information, something like that. That's why I made it the course outline is what is the ministry leadership. But this is for regulation follow that. But actual coursework, I give you the first thing is leadership. So it's a basic mind. So what is the basic leadership? How can we make it build up or bad leadership or good leadership or something like that? And then a little bit attach the ministry or Christian, because this subject title. Also, this school is missionary school. As you know, the basic, okay? So today I will show this one to what is the basic concept of the leadership. So the schools, they sell this one, $5. Huh? What do you say, the period? You have to buy this one. If you need it, buy it. How much that? I thought that $5 or something. Anyway, okay, so just sit in there and then very widely open your mind and then just hearing and then go through. It's okay, no problem. So don't worry about this subject. And also, some students knows it. We don't have. I don't like the final exam or midterm exam or paper or report. I don't like it. So, and I was students or assistants, professors. I don't like the first thing is the testing time. I don't like the test and then check it. The degree was very difficult. So personally, I don't like this style. Anyway, I will review or give you guys for general concept or information related to leadership. Okay, that's it. This is my tiny thing goals this quarter for 10 weeks program. Okay. So first thing is leadership. So what is a leadership? The definition in there: the capacity of companies management to set and achieve challenging goals. So in the pictures shows that we go to the mountain and then what is the goal? Go there. The most thing is for leadership is from here, the human resource. Origin is human resource. Human resources is mostly we will say the HR. HR is a very basic part of the business major. So business major, HR, human resource, and later it's developed OR, operations researching. So OR is organizing, and marketing. As you know, the marketing and finance and accounting and MIS. MIS later. MS and OR and MIS. But mostly 5 or 6 is main major in business management part. So you know this human resource, organization research, marketing, finance, accounting, management science, operations research is my part. MIS is nowadays disappeared. As you know, there's some parents have the children. Did you heard that 2 to 3 years for coding? this coding. And before that time, what's that? Computer science. So most schools have a major computer science. And then the coding is very tiny things. This is for programming. So most after schools, most parents push the coding. And coding is all covered, all things. It's a software part, programming part, as you know. Nowadays, did you heard that the coding suddenly disappeared at the coding class after class? What the reason? This is AI. So the AI is exactly covered the coding. Fortran, COBOL, C++, so many kind of program languages disappeared. So only two years ago, most parents, this extra class, the coding class is very powerful tools for college admission. Nowadays, it's don't mention anymore this coding because the AI is covered at this one, all of that. So sometimes the report, I know this, you read that in newspaper. So the computer science students is very difficult to getting job after graduate school. Very difficult. So nowadays, a very changed major and mostly they computer science guys is two paths nowadays. I don't know this the 1 or 2 decades is quickly changed the futures, but I don't know. But nowadays, 2 tracks. If some students graduate the computer science major, hardware or software, anyway, they are a little bit go past to another way is information technology. So most company wants to information guys. So information security, information management, information control, something like that. So the Ivy League University or UC cities, very famous schools, a little bit slightly focus, change the information part, computer science. The other one is AI. So AI is covered at the software part. And last time we learned to the computer is hardware and software, that's it. So DOS system, Windows system, at that time I learned the program, learned the computer by DOS system. Anyway, nowadays is AI, so chip, or hardware, or software. A little bit classified the 3 kind. So anyway, very clever students quickly change their focus, information technology or information security or something, and the other one is AI. So now new trend here, but I don't know the 10 years ago, 10 years later, I don't know. Anyway, this time. So MIS is disappeared. The management information system. So totally new trend, I mean, is get the information from the data. So normal system, I'll guide for you. All thing is from here, from data. What's the meaning of the data? Data means history. In the churches, it's God story. This is history, but we say history is a record. So if we say some data is what is the similar data, record is very similar concept with the data. So anyway, we collect the data and accumulate data. Data and get some information. So many data collection, data mining, data something, these subjects merely 5 years, 10 years. We are focused data. How to we accumulate, collect the data? How to storage the data? So Google storage, something like that, cloud. Many data. From the many data, we get the information from accumulate data, as you know then. So these things, did you heard that so data mining and data search, almost any specified area in there? Nowadays, AI is covered all of them. Correct, as you know. So it's an open system, open data. Open the data we are open and then ChatGPT, Gemini from offline. So you know they are all website from www. You know that the www. Nowadays nobody says it's not www, only HTTP, something like that. Long time ago, I visited UC Berkeley, some very small research center. They developed a www system. It means it's World Wide Web app. So the UC Berkeley Research Center and professors' World Wide Web system is free, open items, something like that. And then there are many kinds of ChatGPT, Gemini, and lots of the AI system nowadays. This is from open data. At that time, this is almost 30 years ago, 20 years ago, World Wide Web. Free World Wide Web is very quickly developed the foundation to information. This is internet something. So the information get from the data, and how to we manipulate the data, and then what kind of information from the data. This part in charge for MIS. So if I am a CEO, and then I have some marketing company CEO, and then I say to the staffs, I want to know the how many percentage of the market share, something like that, and then the staffs get the information from data, and then iPhone is 30%, Samsung Galaxy is 40%, something like that from the data to get the information for what? For decision making of CEO. So some steps get the information from data and then give it to the CEO, and the CEO is final decision making. Okay, we buy it or not, or keep, or some sell or not, something like that. Many kinds of decision making from that. This part, who charge that? The MIS, Management Information System. Nowadays, this major is disappeared there. Very quickly changed, as you know, the phone system and real-time system and the source web. Many kind of internet service, something is impacted there, and MIS no more this major course title in the university. So nowadays, how can we get the information from data? This is the basic concept, but nowadays all thing is AI is covered at everything. Yesterday I met the CES. You know that the CES in the Las Vegas computer show, and the last of the robotics there, and then they final goals. What is the final goals for robotics? many kind of companies is established and developed many kind of robots, cooking and cleaning, swimming pool cleaning. But their final goals, what is the final goal? You know that what kind of job disappeared in the robotics? Yes or no? So in the history of the business management parties, we developed the engine, and the steam engine is for develop that the many machine and automation. And the automation is kick it out the workers, as you know. So the workers, type movement means is they destroy the power, something like that. So nowadays is robotics. The first goal is multiply working. So in the factory, the robotics move there. It's very easy. Nowadays, very easy, the robotics. But their final goals, yesterday, some seminars, talker says that the final goals, robotics, think about the AI system, and something like the human. So nowadays, very simple works, robotics move there. Or one or two jobs is possible. The problem is that the very expensive the robotics, only one works. It's very low productivity. That's why the AI programmers focus that the multiple workers robotics nowadays. So the human is working and then very tired, and we need to break time, correct? But the AI or robotics, no need to break time, only change what? Battery. So I forgot this, some companies, only one thing is robotics developed some chips, and then any kind of robotics insert the chip, and then they work, any kind of works, and then almost burn the battery, and then automatically they come back to some designated point and then change the battery itself. This is only one thing. Very good idea. Anyway, the developers or researchers focus multiple work. So I clean the house, and then go outside, and then clean the swimming pool, and then waiting or make some food. So multiple using robotics is focused. Who support that? The AI support system. Now it's very quickly changed. So already knows it moving or simple works is already done by the robotics. Soccer and robot dog, lots of the robotics in there. But the main point is multiple AI robotics. So if we have some chance related works, focus at multiple. So robotics is very wide open sources, something like open sources. So AI is very quickly change our lives, and at the same time we have to, the man or people knows it, the change mind. Change mind means approach. So in this classroom, so many people think about this approach. Approach means Chinese, right? Go there or getting something. This is approach, we say. Or research, study, all
whole thing includes the word approach. So nowadays, approach means is I go there by walk, it's approach. By bus, it's approach also things. So how do we get the goals or purpose? These cities we say the approach. How? How? What means we know the goal. So I go to school. That is what? Goal. And approach means by car or by myself, by bus, something like that. This is approach. Everything we get the information for decision making. How do we approach that? These things, lots of works in here. Even if the AI is covered many kinds of job instead of the man, but approach. How to approach that? How to get the information? How? This is the approach method. This area is lots of work there. So even if I major is AI or data or information, it doesn't matter. How to resolve how to get there, how to method, what kind of method, this approach. We totally say the approaching. So I personally, I got some idea from very quickly change the situation in the world. So I have two words related AI, approach and manipulate. Manipulating, okay? This is another thing. Yesterday I come back around 10 o'clock, 10 p.m., very late time from Las Vegas. They are open today, but I have class, so that's why yesterday night I'm coming in here, coming back home. So the leadership is from the human resource part. Because it's basically last 2 to 3 decades ago, all of the management focused on people. And everything is finally go through the people. Nowadays it's different, but the people is the main core. So the human resource is very important, and first starting business management part, and then they develop that, and in the meantime they know the leadership. Leadership is also some psychology, sociology approach that. So leadership basic is, as I said there. So what is the leadership? This is definition by the textbook style. So as you see there, the leadership is the aggregate strengths derived from the use of deep reservoir of personal awareness, skill, and professional best practice. But it's very confusing. Leadership is conquered and control the people. This is leadership. So these best practices and methodologies are then uniquely applied to a set of challenges that call out individual authentics and set new precedents in professional capacity and personal effectiveness to support the common goal, common goals. This very not educated definition. Anyway, there are some books I copy this way. And next is leadership and management. So leadership is leader and control the team. What is management? Management is exactly operate or management. What is the difference in leadership and the management? This is for very powerful concept. It's easy, accept, categorize that. First focus aspect, the leadership is a big picture, vision, future goals, related to leadership. But the management is focused the day-to-day operations, task, executions. As you know, this is a very common sense thing. So this what kind of difference concept is focus, responsibilities, changes. Okay, so we mentioned the responsibility. We're using this pyramid thing. So this is for going down the authority. This for is something make some idea of practicing. These workers and managers and dean and CEO or something like that. Now, what kind of the each hierarchy they have the responsibility. So responsibility follow the what? The duty and work and then responsibility. He decides something decision and then automatically follow the responsibility. Okay, so automatically follow the responsibility. So leadership has a lot of the responsibility because he decided. The inspires and the guides the teams. So team leader. But the management is totally organized and oversees work. Totally overseas. This is for management concept. Change aspects in the leadership cells drives innovation and growth. You know the most company or most governors nowadays, Donald Trump is very big, tremendous, very big problem. I don't like this. I don't like that. I hate them. But the why the Trump does kinds of that? The Minneapolis some killed them, and yesterday also some shooting. The ICE is very big problem, and the Venezuela problem, and he naturally gets some Iceland from the Denmark, something. Why? What the reason? So, if we have some time, so they very quickly check the keyword in the YouTube or more shorts. Many experts says that the reason very short. Maximum 1 minute in below, they say this is the reason. But my problem is related our school or our students' efforts is very careful. Anyway, be careful. So Donald Trump from the 2025 starting the authority, and now 2026, 2027. That's it. 4 years term. So later, when they start the later, because maximum 1 year is later. So he did it the 1 year, and this year we have some polls this year, congressman, senator. So I guess this is evaluate the midterm evaluate for the authority Trump government. So middle of this year, the election for Democratic Party. Just I guess then the happy year is okay. So 1 plus happy year and whatever. This year start later. So 2028 election around November. So in the meantime, they are very crazy guys or dispute, very crazy or some very loud thing in the Republican. Who is next Trump? But nowadays, most of the nominate is gone. Nobody wants to follow the Trump style. So next year, 2028, middle of 2028 is Donald Trump cannot anymore something strange things because they are election for next president nominating. So we are very careful for named this year as this one. So maximum 1.5 years, very careful. And that's it, finish the next. I hope, I guess, my personal reasoning. So is every country have president and election. So in the United States also, even if the Donald Trump's time, now very difficult time. At this time, we have to escape the shower. That's it. And at that time, it's very awful. And then we're waiting there. But it means is you are very careful, maximum 1.5 years. That's it, okay? In the meantime, so you don't need to go to the boundary or some airport or some cloudy area or something, okay? Escape there. Okay, come back here to leadership. So decision making. What is different decision making between leadership and management? Decision making leadership is takes risk for progress, or progressing due to the leader. But the management is minimize risk for consistency, because the management is very quickly changed. That's why. And the orientation for leadership is focused on build relationship and the cultures. But the other hand, the management is maximize structure and efficiency. If you admit the business management major in the university levels, first midterm exam question is efficiency. First is effectiveness. What is difference? Efficiency and effectiveness. Find it. You have to know the exact difference. What is the difference between the efficiency and effectiveness? This is first question in the business major, guys. All professors, including me, I give to this subject. Effectiveness and efficiency is related a little bit ratio concept. It means I forgot everything. Many Chinese, right? Some Chinese guys in here? No? Okay, ratio concept. Okay, somebody ratio. You mean the ratio? Eh? So this is related, for example, productivity. Okay, so the person, number one person is make 5 per hour. Okay, and number two person makes 10 pieces. Any it's assembly or something. And the robotics is 100 per hour. This is productivity. We mentioned these things is effectiveness. So what is the conclusion? Oh, we hired the robotics, and then we think about how much the robotics. Oh, he's $10,000 per robotic. But people, if I hire the people, oh, it's okay, $20 per hour is okay. Something like that. If we mention this kind of things related to effectiveness, okay? And efficiency is a ratio concept. This is for $20 per hour. This person too is $25 per hour. This is for 100 baht per hour. And the ratio 5 to 10, and 10 to 25, 100 times 100. This is ratio concept. If we mention the ratio concept, this is efficiency. So in the business part or the decision-making part, think of it. This is related the efficiency part or effectiveness part. In this class, some very young guys in here, think about it. Decision-making. Today, I wake up time, 7 o'clock. And then what can I do this for my job or for class or for myself, for my goals, something. At this time, you think about the approach, these two things. Separate. If I go to the library or if I go to the game, what is the effectiveness between two? What is efficiency between them? Every time you have to use to your decision making, follow the efficiency and effectiveness. Think about it, okay? This is very important to your lifestyle. So, efficiency and effectiveness always keep you beside and then make very powerful tools for your decision making, for your life. Okay? Okay, one more thing is I repress value. Later, I say many things, many times in the future, in the classroom. So I like these words, value. What is your value? What is your value for tomorrow? How can you upgrade your value? Or something like this. So it's valued people. Valued person, people. So I approach or focus the valued person, valued time, valued food, something, anything. I like this one, valued time for your style. I like personally value. Any kind of the methods or these different major follow the value. How to upgrade value or accumulate and make the value time or value people, okay? So up or today, approach, multiply, and value, something very keyword for also include me, my life goals. Okay, come back in here. The time focus, the leadership, time focus, plans, long-term strategy, long-term, mid-term, short-term, something like that. But the management part focus related time for align short-term goals with long-term objectives. So we have make the long-term and the mid-term and the short-term planning. So later we have some time, we say the strategy and the tactics, how to responsibility each level and how to apply that later if we chance that. Next is a result. Who is responsibility for result, for leadership? Is creates transformation, the leadership. But the other hand, the management part result is prioritize efficiency. You say the efficiency. So efficiency means is everything we compare the ratio concept, okay? But ratio concept, think about that. Input over output. This is a ratio concept. So this is we say the productivity. Very basic question is that you are staying here 1 hour for class. It's no meaningful. I say that because it's a status change. You have to turn here. This is productivity. Input. You are staying here 2 hours. But output is nothing. Very waste time. It means it's a productivity 0 time to 0. No, this is impossible. So somebody input 1 hour, but it's I get some information or something a little bit. I have to output. I have some output, even if I invest more 2 hours. So very tiny things, but I have something get the productivity calculate. This concept is approached efficiency style. So if I go to the school and then sitting there 2 hours, this is very boring, bored time and then waste time, something like that is usually. But sometimes you got something, other thing, think about. Anytime this is a ratio concept. Okay? Input. I put it something my effort or money and time, anything. Put in here what? Time. Money. Something like that, it's an input. Effort, something. How can we get the outcomes? You get some information or some knowledge, common sense, it's output. Or nose stuttering is also output. Anyway, so anytime, anything you think about is the product. This is a ratio concept, okay? Okay, come back in here. The leadership and the management is what is different. We show that, and but is thing is you can distinguish two things. But what is the both side? Clear and concise communication. Even if the leadership and the management is two-part focused, clear, concise communication. The communication is very important or basic subject in sociology and more society and more business part and the management part. So communication. Communication is independently subject in the university. Okay, communication is very focused on. And adaptability. Adaptability means is I use in this part, this adaptability, and the ability to adjust to changing situation. So this thing is concurred that the leadership part and the management is the same, using their changing situation. And the last, building trust and the rapport with others. Some 2 decades ago, this new trend in the management part focused the report. But I said that data meaning is very similar concept. History is record. At that time, we say to data meaning is record. Record is exactly data. So also report. So between the leadership and the management is the same concept is a report thing. Because report to others. Why? What the reason? The reason is data. And then manipulate. The next time is more good, more developed decision making for next step. Another picture says is what is the different left side, right side, and both sides is accomplished a goal, mobilize resources, explain visions. Later, in 2 weeks later, we say vision, mission, what's that? Vision, mission, and strategy. At that time, I explained it. What is your vision? What is your mission? It's exactly different. And then you have to build up or set up your vision and mission, and then follow up. The next step is what is your strategy? And then what is the next step? What is your tactics? Details things. So I don't know, the 2 weeks later, I'll give you vision, mission, strategy, and tactics, okay? So, basic, okay. Finish this class. So, if you have any question, let me know it. The front that has my information there, or the syllabus is still there. So, don't worry about this class. So, grade report or some task or report. Don't worry about very that's hidden there. But it's basic. My mind is I give you my best for your knowledge, even if the leadership or anything. Okay, so I don't want to very unuseful time during for sitting here. Okay, so very feel free and contact me any question. So don't worry about anything. So, okay, we have some good time for this course for 10 minutes. Very long time. Okay, see you next day. Okay, thanks for coming. Vietnam. Vietnam. Yes. Huh? Yeah. Vietnam. Yes.